Well then, welcome back to Jay Creates. I'm not going to be creating anything today. Well, maybe I will, but I'm not going to record it. I wanted to do an unboxing and setup and quick test of this Grizzly jointer I just got. Well, I didn't just get it. I've been on vacation for almost 2 weeks and it arrived like the day before I left, so I didn't get to open it up yet or anything. So I wanted to get it opened up and I wanted to record it, but the main thing I wanted to do is make sure it works before I run out of a returns period. So this is the Grizzly 6-inch benchtop jointer G0945. So they were having a big sale on the website. Well, actually, I first saw it, somebody had posted it on one of the woodworking groups on Facebook, and being that they were selling this for $99 or selling a jointer for $99, I thought it was kind of scammy. So I went, to the Grizzly website itself, and it was there. It wasn't this model. They had a different model. I can't remember the model name, but they were selling that one for $99 plus like $29 shipping or something. So I said, hey, I could use one at some point. Why not get it now while it's on sale? And so I purchased the one that they had advertised. Then after a couple of days, I got a notification saying that they were not able to fulfill my order. It was like they ran out because it was like a factory deal. That one was end of life, so I guess they ran out and they offered me this one, G0945, at the same price. So I said, sure, just go for it. I compared the specs. The specs are like exactly the same, so who knows? There were a couple of other people that had the same emails. So anyway, it's been sitting around for almost 2 weeks now. I better get it opened up, set up, and tested before any return period wears off. All right, well, we got the fence. There is going to be a little bit of assembly. I think you got to put the fence on and maybe something else. That piece won't come out yet. All right, let's put this on the floor. Okay, we have dust collection adapter. I assume these are holding the fence on because they're not plastic like the adapter is for the dust collection. Metal. And there's a couple of push blocks in here as well. It's kind of nice that they include those. Now, I've never owned one of these before. I have used one. It's like it's got an oil coating on it. All right, I'm going to pause here. I'm going to consult this fancy manual and see what the next steps are, and then we'll come back. All right, so I got the instructions out, and I'm just going to go ahead and assemble this. I'm not going to talk through the whole thing or anything, but I'm just going to follow along with the manual here. To assemble jointer, they got some screws in the back. It looks like all you really have to do is put the fence on. I'm not going to be using the dust collection, I'm in the garage. Okay, I don't have a dust collection system. Oh, I do. It's called the floor. That's my dust collection system. Anyway, there's 4 screws back here you got to take out. Okay, so I guess you don't assemble it first. First you have to clean it. So the unpainted surfaces of your machine are coated with a heavy-duty rust preventative that prevents corrosion during shipment and storage. So that's the oil here that I see. So we got to clean that first. It says spray it with some degreaser or maybe some WD-40. Let it sit on there for about 10 minutes. All right, We'll spray some on and let it sit, and we'll clean it off. Okay, well, I got the rust preventative off. It's all nice and shined up. So now we got to get to the rest of the assembly. It says, you know, after you clean this, to put a coat of rust prevention. So it's like, all right, let me tell you exactly what it says, right? Until clean, then coat all unpainted surfaces with a quality metal protectant to prevent rust. So what was already on there? It was already on there, something to prevent rust, and then you cleaned it off, and now they want you to put something else on there to prevent rust. So I'm not going to get into that part here. I'm not going to put anything on it right now. I'm really just trying to get this set up and tested before any return period wears off. So I will look into what's the best thing to use on this top to prevent rust. I would say it's just another coat of WD-40, but you know, I don't know if you really want that on your wood as you're sending it through. There's got to be something, you know, maybe put in the comments below or whatever, but I'm sure I'll find something soon. But let's get this thing assembled, or, you know, attempt to assemble this. Fence support bracket. This is the fence support bracket, and then you have the fence sliding bracket. So this one is going to go on here. And those were the 4 screws I took out earlier. So this says you need, for the sliding bracket, so this uses like almost like a T-track kind of bracket here. So the T-mount's going to slide in here. So you got the 2 screws and the 2 T-bolts, I guess. What do they call them? T-slot nut. It's going to go through here. Okay, next. So we got to put that into the back of the fence. Too tight. So then I assume this little curve has to go where the blade would be, like right in the middle. It's got to sit on there somehow. Okay, yeah, put this on there, put this through here. Washer. Yeah, and then the square nut. Square nut. That's nuts. There we go. There's like a little groove under here that square nut fits in. So then you can use this to adjust your fence. So loosen it up, slide it back, and get this one in the way. We'll call that done. can't get this thing to move now. It feels very flimsy, this lock, like it's gonna break when I try to turn it. I got this loosened up. That was just, it was tight, but I didn't think I did it that tight. But this, hopefully you don't have to play with it too much, but this little handle feels like it's gonna snap if you put too much pressure on it. So the cutter head lock is on the front. I already lost where it was supposed to be, but let me turn this around. So the cutter head lock is gonna go on this bottom hole. Not quite sure exactly what it's supposed to do. Lock the cutter head, right? All right, cutter head lock installed. Dust collection, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not collecting my dust. I let the floor do that for me. Plugged in. Turn it on. Sounds fine, right? Remove switch disabling key as shown in figure 18. Oh, so there's a little disable key and it shouldn't turn on. Correct. This is the table height adjust lock knob. So maybe you have to unlock this, then move your in-feed table, and then lock it back up. It does kind of move without that. It's tougher, right? So unlock it, moves pretty easy. I got it set at 1/16. I'm gonna run on the other side here so you can see. Now don't do what I do, you know, proper safety, all that. But I just wanted to, you know, be able to show you. That put a nice smooth edge on it. So this is not an in-depth review or how-to and all that. This is an unboxing, a quick assembly, turn the motor on, run a couple pieces of wood through to make sure it works. Once I use it for a while, I'm for sure going to do a review. And so far I'm not liking this handle, something like that. So you have this handle here and this handle here, the one I thought was going to break. So you can't tighten this all the way up because that one's in the way. And I don't really know what that one's for. I mean, I could slide this all the way forward and tighten it up, but I need it to be tight where the fence is at now. So I think I have to try to take this screw out, move this handle upwards. That way I can tighten this up where it's supposed to be. So that's pretty tight now. Let me run this thing through. So I already did the edge, so that should be a straight edge. That's pretty good looking piece of wood there. I don't know what this is. Found it in the scrap bucket. So I think the fence needs to come closer. All right, so my first, this is not an in-depth review. This was a, like I said, this is a quick unboxing, setup, and test. Make sure everything works, because it's been sitting in the box for almost 2 weeks, and I, wanted to make sure it works before the return period ran out or whatever. Everything went together pretty quick and easy. You do have to clean this, and then you have to apply some metal protectant to keep it from rusting. I'm not going to worry about the rust right now. Maybe sometime in the next week or two, I'll do some research and figure out the best thing to put on it. Because I'm assuming whatever you put on there is it's gonna touch the wood. You don't want it on the wood. But, if you got something that you use, put it in the comments below and I'll take a look. I don't like these chintzy handles on the back like I showed you earlier. They just feel like they're gonna break when I try to twist it if it's too tight. And this one got in the way of me tightening this one. That's fine. I took the screw out, readjusted the handle. The dust collection, like I said, we're not in a real, professional shop here, so there is no dust collection. Like I said, the floor collects it for me, and then I sweep it up. But I'll put a picture up. There's a lot of, and I only ran that through 3 times maybe. It's going to be messy, so maybe it's something I build a cart for, wheel it outside, and let the dust and shavings go wherever they may. But anyway, that's about it for this video. Sorry if it was all over the place, but I did it anyway. Make sure you subscribe, like, leave some comments below on if you have a jointer, what you think of it. Maybe you have this one, let me know. Catch you on the next one. I think I'm going to go build something. I'm not going to record it, but I may post some pictures on Instagram, so check it out. Thanks.